we are going to Mangalore. It is around 10 hours drive and we are planning to cover 4 places. Bisley Hill Point View, Kukke Subramanya, Dharmasthala and Thousand Pillars Temple. Let's start. It is 1 o'clock and for our first destination, as per Google Map, it is showing 5 hours 7 minutes. So we will be reaching around 6 a.m. Yeah. So this is the first stall. You need to pay 20 rupees here. Time is 3 past 3. We covered 121 kilometers. It took around 3 hours. Now we stop here for having a coffee break. Time is 3:39. We spent around 40 minutes here. Now we are continuing our journey to our first destination, that is Bisley Viewpoint. From here, 142 kilometers. Road is very good, but few places we can't find the reflectors. That is creating little bit challenge for driving in night. So I'm just trying to go behind a vehicle so that I can see the signal. This is Chandrayapatna. From here we need to take left. From here we are taking left from Chandrayapatna. We covered 245 kilometers. Time is 6 past 7. From here 16 kilometers, half an hour drive. driving through the Ghat session, a little bit off-road. We are driving through Bisle Ghat Road. From here it is 7 kilometers. Time is 6:30. We covered 254 kilometers from Bangalore. We reached the entrance of Bisle viewpoint. We are going to park the car here nearby. We can see 6 cars already arrived. I'm going to park here only. Time is 6:45. 261 kilometer we covered from Bangalore. If you are nearby Shakleshpur or Kuke Subramania, then you must visit this place at least once. 250 kilometers from Bangalore and will take around 6 hours to reach there. From here we can see the mountain ranges of 3 districts. Kumara Parvata of Dakshina Kannada district, Pushpagiri and Doddabetta of Kodugu district, and Pattabetta and Ennikallu of Hassan district.
कर्नाटका अरण्य इलाके हासन अरण्य विभाग
We continued our journey after spending few minutes here. Now we are on the way to Kukke Subramania. Time is 8 o'clock. Another 8 kilometers to drive. Kukke Subramania Temple, located in the village of Subramania in Dakshina Kannada district, Karnataka. In this temple, Kartikeya is worshipped as Subramania, Lord of all serpents. The epics relates that the divine serpent Vasuki and other serpents found refuge under Subramania when threatened by the Garuda. This is a park located near to Subramania temple and adjacent to Adi Subramania. Adi Subramania Temple. This is situated next to Subramania Temple, dedicated to Vasugi and Adi Shesha. After Kukke Subramania Swami Temple Darshan, we continued our journey to our next destination, Dharmasthala. It is 52 kilometers from Kukke Subramania Temple and will take 1 hour to reach there. Now we are on the way to Dharmasthala from Kukke Subramania. It will take 30 minutes from here. Now another 22 kilometers we need to drive. We are in Dharmasthala now. Time is 11 o'clock. We traveled 340 kilometers from Bangalore, 52 kilometers from Kukke Subramania. We took an hour to reach here. We are planning to complete the darshan and trying to continue our journey in 1 hour. So we will start our journey by 12 o'clock. Since the temple is closed till 12 o'clock, we decided to go to Annapurna, the dining hall of the temple, to have Annaprasadam. On an average, the flow of pilgrims is about 10,000 people a day. Temple authority provides free food for all pilgrims, and there are guest houses with modern amenities. Dharmasthala temple is on the banks of Netravati river in Dakshina Kannada district in Karnataka. The temple, which houses the shrine of Shiva, Manjunatha, Ammanavaru, Chandrakanta and the Dharma Daivatas, guardian spirit of Dharma. The temple is unusual in that it is run by a Jain administration and pujas are conducted by Hindu priests. Dharmasthala represents religious tolerance. A Jain Tirthankara is worshipped beside Devatas and Lord Manjunatha. The priests are Vaishnavets Brahmins and the guardian of the temple, a Hegde Jain. To those who come here for justice, the Hegde dispenses judgments that are said to represent the will of the deities. This is a statue of Lord Bahubali, carved out of a single rock, was installed at Dharmasthala on a low hill near the Manjunatha temple. It is about 39 feet height. We done with darshan. It is little bit crowded, so
And so hot.
took long time. So we are running late by an hour. It is 1:15 now. So we are heading to the 1000 Pillar Temple. From here it is 52 kilometers. This is Sri Rama Temple, located in between Dharmasthala and Mangalore. We are about to reach the 1000 Pillars Temple. Another 2 kilometers from here. It will take 5 minutes to reach there. Time is 2:40. We started our journey early morning 1 o'clock. Now almost 14 hours we are traveling. We covered 390 kilometers so far. So from our list, this is the last place what we listed to visit today. In few minutes we'll be reaching there. Yeah, we reached in front of the 1000 Pillars Temple. The name of this town is Modbidri. This is located 52 kilometers from Dharmasthala. So we took around 1.5 hours to reach here. So let me go inside and capture some visuals. Now I am in the entrance of 1000 Pillars Temple, Jain Temple in Modbidri. Savira Kambada Basadi, 1000 Pillars Temple. This is also known as Chandrakanta Temple since it honors the Tirthankara Chandraprabha, whose 8-foot idol is worshipped here. The town of Modabadri is noted for its 18 Jain temples, but Savirakambada Basadi is considered the finest among them. This temple was built by Devaraya Vadayar in 1430 with additions made in 1962. The temple complex has 7 mandabas, supported by beautifully carved pillars, built in the Vijayanagara style, and no two pillars are alike. So we done with 1000 Pillars temple visit. Heading to Mangalore. It is 35 kilometers from here. It will take around 1 hour to reach there. Time is 3:15 now. Hopefully we will reach before 4:30. Time is 4:10. We reached little bit early in Mangalore. We are planning to visit one more place. It is very near to our hotel, around 900 meters from our hotel. So we thought of covering that place as well today. Saint Aloysius Chapel. This is located in the heart of city on the Lighthouse Hill. This was built by Jewish missionaries in 1880, and the interiors were painted by the Italian Jewist Antonio Moscani in 1899. The Italian Jewist played an important role in education, health and social welfare of Mangalorean Catholic community and built the St. Aloysius College in 1880, St. Aloysius Chapel in 1884 and many other institutions and churches. Photography is prohibited inside the chapel. I could not capture visuals of the paintings. Now we are heading to the hotel. It is very near to the chapel. It is dinner time. We are going to fish market. Fish market is a traditional non-veg restaurant in Mangalore. It is well maintained and very reasonable restaurant in the city. Varieties of fish dishes are available here. Those who are interested to have the traditional Mangalore style fish dishes, you must visit this place. Done with day 1. Travel never ends. I will show the visuals of day 2 and day 3 in my next video. Thank you for watching.